Here we go to the final quarter of play. The New York Giants have a 4-point lead over the Philadelphia Eagles with more than 59,000 people literally standing on one of the coldest nights we've run into this year. It is second down and a yard to go for a first down for the Eagles. The ball is just inside the 4-yard line, and that country belongs to the New York Giants. Let's see what happens. Second down. Snead, Pinder. Oh, he's at the goal line, but he didn't make it. Joe Green, number 33, gets all the credit for stopping him just short of the goal line. But it's going to be first down and goal to go, Philadelphia. The ball is no more than 10 inches away from the goal line, and there's the crowd. I said at the outset of the program that the Philadelphia Eagles, while they have been losing, this ball club has never lost its enthusiasm, and they knew more than anybody they had nothing to lose in this game. Snead, penalty flag. Snead did not score. Offside, Giants. Oh, there's a little feeling down there among the white shirts.
Mr. Toews, the owner of the Philadelphia Eagles, pointed out Saturday night. He says, you know, this is the one thing I'm very proud of, Keith, to comment on what you said. He says, we have never lost interest, and he is very proud of his head coach. And he's also very proud of Jerry Williams, the head coach. He's also very proud of his players. He said, we've hung in here, we've had a hard season, but we've got a good ball club, and we're going to get it going.
You know, it's a credit to Jerry. He never once said anything bad about his ball club. He just did everything he could to keep them up, and they have stayed up. Snead, penalty flags again. He is in the end zone, but the penalty flags are down. It's against the Giants. It is a touchdown, Philadelphia.
Somebody must have been lining up offside.
Well, these ball games have historically been a neighborhood brawl, and that's exactly what we have tonight.
As that power runner of the Philadelphia Eagles, number 16, Norm Snead.
Well, they say he's slow. They say he's slow to get back. He's slow to release. He's been around too long. Well, you judge for yourself. George Blender's still my hero. 4 plays, 46 yards for the touchdown. Here's Mark Mosley. It's good. NFL Monday Night Football from Franklin Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And the score in the fourth quarter is now the Philadelphia Eagles 23, the New York Giants 20.
Like to look racy? Put some romance in your life? And save money too? Hit the jackpot. Make yourself a Maverick Grabber, the sporty economy Maverick with hood scoops, optional buckets, and sporty looks. You'll save a lot of money. This year, let all the other sports go for broke. Make yourself a Maverick Grabber.
Now, another better idea from Ford. To build a car as quiet as the 71 Ford LTD, you've got to build it strong. We put strong steel guardrails behind the doors. How strong? We're going to lift the entire car by the guardrails alone. Steel guardrails, strong and durable like the rest of the car. Take a quiet break in the 71 LTD or the new Galaxy. Ford gives you better ideas.
There are the deep men for the New York Giants, Ty and Duhan. We are in the fourth quarter. The Eagles kick off. Mosley high, very high, shy. At the 16, he's got a world of room on the sideline. But Tim Rosovich, who has been a super football player defensively tonight, makes the tackle. The ball is up at the 36-yard line. New York, first down and 10 for the Giants. The Eagles are leading 23-20. We have 14 minutes to play in this ball game. And that woke up St. Louis. Grant Tarkenton with Fredrickson and Johnson behind him gives to Johnson. Ron Johnson comes to the 40-yard line. A fumble, and the Eagles recover the ball.
Well, that's going to hurt them.
The man on the ball is Don Brum, number 80.
All right, we'll take a look at this fumble. Watch Ron Johnson, number 30, as he comes out of the backfield. And he was hit pretty good in there. Tim Rosovich, 82, was the fellow that hit him. Brum was the guy that fell on it. A good break for the Eagles.
First down and 10 at the New York 42-yard line. Snead gives to Pender. And Pender drills his way to about the 38-yard line before he is hurled back by Kanicki and Lertzema.
The thing about this Philadelphia crowd, you don't have to worry about them making a reaction. They will make a reaction.
They're going to have a new stadium here in Philadelphia next year for the Phillies and for the Eagles. Ball at the 39-yard line. Second down and 7 for the Eagles. This is Pender. Big hole left side. Fumble. New York has it.
Whoa! I tell you, this has been a heck of a ball game.
Tom Longo, number 44, on the ball for the Giants.
That was a huge hole that was opened up for Pender to run in. I don't know what. Well, of course, we pointed out that it's cold, and I'm sure that has a lot to do with it, but these guys are sure bouncing that ball around down there tonight.
Cold. I'm teetering on the veritable edge of death. It's 25 degrees. It is New York's ball, first and 10 at the 23-yard line, and Tarkenton sets to pull the trigger for the Giants. Grant will throw. He looks at McNeil. He throws for Clifton. It is incomplete. Al Nelson, a fine defensive job. He was beaten. He came back to spoil the play.
Actually, that ball was a little bit, thrown a little bit behind McNeil on that last play. This was the rollout that we talked about earlier, and Fran took the ball and rolled to his right. He had McNeil, didn't have much sideline to work with, but actually threw it a little bit behind him. Oh, Jerry Williams there is saying, boy, I'm glad he threw it a little bit behind him.
Fran now 12 for 24, 157 yards. 12 minutes. 18 seconds to play in the game. The Eagles leading 23-20. Tarkenton. Mel Tom missed him. Pettigrew makes him unloaded. He gets rid of it to Don Herman, and Herman is immediately belted out of bounds. And there is, I think, a loss on the play. Brand looks like he's a little hot after the play. Herman, number 85, was the safety valve on it. Alex Webster, all hunched up on a cold night. I can understand why. The ball is just inside the 20, call it the 19-yard line. The Giants have been on a third down hook 11 times tonight. They have scrambled off of it 4 times. Third down and 13. Tarkenton looking, throws. Caught by McNeil. And Clifton is plowed under up around the 33.
I think they made their first down. You'll see Clifton McNeil again come in on a turn-in route. I'd like to point out here, I think Tarkenton did a great job. He stayed in the pocket and put that one right in the hole there. He had Steve Priest, actually, was the guy that made the final tackle on McNeil, number 33.
Clifton leaves the game. He's hurt on the sidelines. How bad, we don't know. The ball is up near the, well, call it the 34-yard line. First down, Giants. Tarkenton back. He loops one for Johnson. Ron drops it. Oh, my. Well, I got to say this in behalf of Ron Johnson. Ron Porter did a fine job, the linebacker dropping back with him.
Well, Porter was only man-to-man. You see Johnson coming out of the backfield. Actually, they had a middle linebacker blitz. Rosovich came in on Tarkington, and he didn't have much time to throw that. When he looped it up, I'm sure the ball was possibly, I guess his view was obstructed there, but he just dropped it. Ray Jones, number 21, was the man that was back in there, too, along with Porter. Porter's the linebacker that always lines up on the strong side, or the side that the tight end, X-end, lines up to, and they leave Adrian Young on the weak side.
11:20 to play in the ball game. The Eagles are leading 23-20. Tarkenton's pass. McNeil, incomplete. Hit his arms right on the letters, out of bounds, and incomplete.
And you got to catch those, man. That's the kind you got to have for that first down play. And I'm sure the folks at Minucci's, a real giant stronghold in New York, had a bunch of moans and groans on that one because they needed that for a first down.
There's Denny Crane of the Giants. Well, it's a go-go situation for the Giants. 11:15 to play in the ball game. They're down by 3. It is 3rd down and 10. New York from their own 34-yard line. Herman wide to the right. McNeil to the left. That's Fredrickson. Porter got him. Just short of the first down. Porter at the 42-yard line brings Tucker Fredrickson down. The Giants will come up on a 4th down and 2.
That's a gutsy call by Tarkington that came up about 2 yards short. You got 10 yards to go. You really don't look for a draw play. Only occasionally you look for the man to go to the air, but he did call it as a draw, and it was open for 8 yards, and unfortunately he needed 10.
There's McNeil walking around, so apparently we'll see Cliff the next time the Giants get the ball. Bill Johnson will punt. Billy Wallach is deep for Philadelphia. Johnson under some pressure, unloads a pretty good kick. It takes a big bounce. Wallach fields it, fumbles it. And Philadelphia has it as Wallach's fumble ruled out of bounds. But there's not much to talk about on field position. It'll be back at about the 14-yard line. Timeout, Franklin Field here in Philadelphia. Our score, the Philadelphia Eagles 23, the New York Giants 20.
Now from Firestone, a new studded asymmetrical town and country winter tire you can put on all 4 wheels to really improve your stopping ability on ice. With just 2 asymmetrical town and country studded tires on the rear, you still stop. And you've stopped a lot quicker than you can with just 2 ordinary studded winter tires on the rear. Look for the new asymmetrical winter tire at your Firestone store or participating dealer, the mileage specialist.
One Schick Super Chromium blade just shaved these 17 international airline pilots. Captain Uttridge, did you shave this morning with a Schick Super Chromium blade?
Yes, I did.
Captain Landon?
I had shaved number 17, and it was very comfortable and remarkably smooth.
Could the blade in your razor deliver 17 comfortable shaves? Schick Chronochrome, the Super Chromium blade. Comfortable? You've got to feel it to believe it.
We're in the 4th quarter of play. The Philadelphia Eagles are leading 23-20. They have the football, 1st down and 10 on their own 14-yard line. The Giants getting a little desperate as time becomes a factor. That's Bogus. At the 13, he runs into a white shirt that really puts him down. That's Ralph Heck, number 55. Coming up Thursday, ABC Sports. 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. The Cougars from Houston, the Seminoles from Florida State, Bill Yeoman and Bill Peterson from Tampa, Florida. Immediately following at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 Out Front, an in-depth study of the 4 greatest college football players of the past decade on ABC. Snee pitches to Bogus. The Eagles would like to run out the clock, and boy, you can hear the whacking. Who really busted. Jim Files hit him. Rosie Brown, the defensive coach for the Giants.
Imagine old Rosie liked that move by Files on that last play. You see Bogus come out of the backfield. It's a quick pitch to Bogus as he comes off his left tackle. Files number 58, you'll see come into your screen. A great head-on tackle. And I'll tell you, this Files is some kind of football player.
Bogus is 15 for 31 yards in the ball game tonight. Rosie Brown, the offensive line coach for the Giants. The Giants bench is really up right now. It is third down and 9 yards to go for Philadelphia. Snead throws over the middle to Bogus. He's got a first down up at the 30-yard line. Ralph Peck made the tackle. And again, hello, St. Louis.
Don't forget Dallas.
And Dallas.
Just hello out there in TV land.
First downs are even, 15 and 15. The Cardinals 7-2-1.
You know, Snead's probably been criticized more for not utilizing backs than anything else. And the top passers in the league this year are sure throwing to their backs.
First down at 10, Philadelphia from their own 30. That's Cyril Pender. He's up to about the 34-yard line before Jim Files leads the tacklers for New York.
That guy was Otto Brown, number 21, also is coming over there in the cornerback. Otto is a real good, rugged fella, ex-Dallas Cowboy player, and very aggressive. He's a guy that really does like to hit.
The Eagles want to run out the clock, use as much time as possible. The clock is running. 6 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the football game. Philadelphia leading 23-20, 59,117. Watching 7 minutes, I should say, and 10 seconds. That's Bogus. And he's cut down at the 35-yard line by Willie Williams.
That's a real good play by Williams. He came in actually from behind the block there and stopped that play. That one, if he could have gotten inside of Williams, could have gone for a pretty good gain.
It's third down and a long 4 for Philadelphia. Norm Snead now will try to get off the hook on third down. He'll try to get one more series out of it. We come now 7 minutes to play in the ball game. The Eagles lead by 3. It's an all-time attendance record for NFL football on the weekend. Penalty flags all over the place. The pass is complete to Hawkins, and Hawkins has a first down. Let's wait for the penalty.
Oh, Hawkins.
The indication is against Philadelphia. Let's hold everything and wait to verify it. The Eagles are backing up, and it's obviously against Philadelphia, and obviously the New York Giants will accept it because the play was good for a first down. Jim Vest indicates illegal procedure, Philadelphia. They back it up.
Here it is, actually, it's Hawkins, and it's illegal procedure. Hawkins is getting a little anxious. I guess his number was called back there in the huddle, and he says, man, I'm going to get open. Never can get over that chin strap hanging loose. I always try to get as much protection as I could. Of course, I was chicken.
I'm glad you said that.
Well, most everybody else agrees.
Going third down and about 10 yards to go. Norm Snead's 10 out of 15, 152 yards. Going back to throw. He dumps one to Cyril Pender. He's got some blocking. He's up the sideline. He is at the 45-yard line. It's a Philadelphia first down.
Norman Snead said earlier this week, he says, we've got a screen against them. The Giants have developed into a very fine pass rushing defense. He says, I think we can slow it down with some screens. And they've been working on them all week. That one was successful. They haven't been too successful so far this game, but that one paid off. They got a first down now.
It's just a little bit short of the 45-yard line. Philadelphia's 45. The Eagles have the ball, first down, and we're coming up on 6 minutes to play in the ball game. Pender. Oh, what a tremendous block on the right side of the line. He got that block from number 59 for Philadelphia. Really opened a hole, and old Joe Corolla, who's been around for 9 seasons, laid one on him, too.
We're going to take a look at Files. As again, we point out, Files comes down that line, and for a rookie, he's playing off his block, and he's coming down. He knows where that ball's going. And he did pick it up. They did get a good gain. There's some good blocking there by that offensive line, as you pointed out, Keith, and Files is doing a fine job as a linebacker position for the Giants.
Number 59 is Mike Evans. Pender, 13 carries, 72 yards tonight. Second down and 2. The ball is at the Giants' 48. Here goes Pender again. He dives to about the 46, close to the 45. They'll stop the clock for a minute here, and Jack Best, the referee, will call probably the chain gang in. He's looking at it.
In case some of you fans are wondering what's happened to my friend and cohort, Howard Cosell. Howard has been sick this week. He's had a bad cold, and actually he got sick about halftime, and he's going to hopefully be back before this game's over, but Howard's not with us right now in the booth. I sure do miss him. I want you to come back up here, Howard, and talk to us.
It is just inches short of the first down. Oh, they're going to give it to him. The nose of the ball just touching. It couldn't have been more than a half an inch, maybe even less of the ball touching the front stake. And they give it to the Eagles, first down. Call it the Giants' 46-yard line, and time. Oh, that precious time.
Time waits for no one.
4 minutes and
endlessly.
4 minutes and 50 seconds. The Eagles have 17 first down. Pender. Big night for the big kid from Illinois. He is at the 40. And Bob Lurchema drops him for the Giants. There you see the clock. Oh, how the Giants would like to freeze it. Eagles have 23 points. The Giants have 20. It's important to remember that block kick. Otherwise, it'd be 24-20. Oh, how sweet that extra point might be. Second down and 5. Philadelphia at the New York 35. Pender. When you got a hot hand, you play it all the way, and Pender is hot. He is down to about the 36-yard line.
He did some high stepping through that middle of the line. He didn't really get that good at blocking, but old Pender kind of just felt his way along there and did some high stepping and came on in. That again is going to be very close to that first down. They may have picked it up.
A little short. I don't know about a Texan, but I'll tell you right now, an old Georgia boy from Southern California is suffering in this cold weather. It is less than 25. Jerry Williams, who comes from the great Pacific Northwest, he doesn't bother him a bit, especially when his ball club is leading. Third down and inches, Philadelphia at the Giants, 36. Norm Snead gives it to Pender. He's got a first down. That troubled man is Red Webster, coach of the Giants. The man who made the tackle on that last play is Fred Dreyer, the big second-year man from San Diego State. San Diego State was beaten a couple of nights ago by Long Beach State.
They say the reason because Fred Dreyer wasn't still with them.
First down, Philadelphia, New York 22. There goes Pender. He's got a yard. That's all.
He's going to get tired if he keeps running him like that. I bet he switches off this next time and lets somebody else carry it.
Gives Spider Lockhart the tackle on the last play, coming from his secondary position.
Spider Lockhart's the only guy in the league who has skinnier legs than I do.
You say that every week.
I always notice these guys that got skinny legs, I'll guarantee you.
There must be a lot of skinny legs in the
You
league.
don't know how embarrassing it was on picture day to have to go out there with those athletes. I hate to run into those athletes on picture day.
It's too bad I retired. My eligibility was gone before you came.
Have you got skinny legs?
Yes.
Ah, beautiful.
Second down and 9. Whistle stops it. Timeout. 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Timeout at Franklin Field, Philadelphia. Our score: the Eagles 23, the Giants 20.
No
No two people are exactly alike.
Is there anyone else in the whole human race with your kind of style and your kind of grace, who's got that stance your zap and zing may not hit, sure can swing? No, there's nobody else quite exactly like you, nobody else like you. No, there's nobody else exactly like you, nobody else like you.
Our business is you. We're a life insurance company, the Equitable. And the Equitable agent never forgets that no two people are exactly alike. All his training, all his thinking are shaped around you and your needs. To the Equitable agent, there's nobody else like you.
Nobody else like you.
We have a minute and 58 seconds to play in this game. The Philadelphia Eagles have 23. The New York Giants have 20. The Eagles have the ball. Second down and 9. NFL football means competition. Well, you've seen it tonight. A 1-7-1 ball club leading a 6-3 ball club by a score of 23-20. There's the story on Cyril Pinder. He has been a principal figure in the game so far for Philadelphia. Here he goes again. Oh, he got a fine block on the left side. He got a tremendous block from Dick Hart, number 71, and he goes to the 31.
You'll see Cyril Pinder again come out of the backfield on a simple little pitch. Actually, he's getting some good blocking up front. You'll see him come around on the side. There's a fantastic block. Cut down Matt Hazeltine, number 64. Willie Williams, number 41, is the man that makes the tackle, along with Jim Files, number 58. These Giants have got to get the ball back if they don't get back in this ball game. The Eagles are doing a fine job. They've had it for a little bit over 8 minutes. They've had the ball for over 8 minutes.
The ball is on the 31-yard line. It is third down and about 7 for Philadelphia. It's a big play for the Eagles. And contact, penalty flags, whistle stops it.
Well, we've got a little break here. The latest medical report on Howard is that Howard has actually he's had the flu, he's had the cold. He's not in the booth with us anymore. He's gone down. And hope he gets a lot better. We're going to Atlanta next week.
We have a minute and 9 seconds to play in the ball game. The penalty was against Philadelphia, as you saw. Third down and 11 yards to go for the Eagles at the Giant 36-yard line, and Snead will pass. His pass is to Pinder. Ralph Heck's got him at the 29-yard line. It is short of a first down. Coming up Thanksgiving night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Florida State and Houston on ABC. On Saturday, the annual Army-Navy Classic, immediately following USC and Notre Dame. Ball is on the 29-yard line, fourth down for the Philadelphia Eagles. According to the clock, and it should be official, we have 58 seconds to play in the game. The Eagles, 23. The Giants, 20. Timeout right here, Franklin Field, Philadelphia. Our score, you see. Eagles, 23. Giants, 20.
While most of you like the taste of Benson & Hedges 100s, some of you really appreciate the 3, 4, maybe even 5 moments more they give you. Three, 4, maybe even 5 moments more than king size.
There's one beer that stands out among the hundreds of beers that look alike in their brown and green bottles. That's Miller High Life in its clear, clean bottle. Because Miller makes it right, every glass of Miller High Life is always refreshing, satisfying, and really deep down good. Ask the man for Miller. For well over 115 years, it's been called the champagne of beers.
58 seconds to play in the ball game. 4th down and 4 for Philadelphia. Mark Mosley will tee it up and try for the field goal from the 36-yard line. It is obviously no good. It'll be New York's ball, 1st down and 10 at their own 20. Now, the Eagles lead 23-20. 9 minutes and 17 seconds. The Eagles ran off that clock, Don.
That's unbelievable, Keith. I couldn't tell what he did on that last kick, but it looked like he just hit it real bad.
There's the time remaining in the ball game. Question is, can the Giants pull off another one of those miracle finishes like they did against Washington last week to win 35-33? If they can pull it out, they can move within a half game of the Cardinals. Here's Tarkenton back to throw. Brum is after him. Tarkenton chased out of the pocket. He has a room to run, and Fran will go with it. He is up to the 35-yard line. It's 1st down, New York, and they spin the timeout.
And you know what? That's the first time Tarkenton has run tonight, but he did it in an opportune time. He picked up a 1st down for the Giants. Now he's going over to talk to, I guess, Alex Webster and see what's going on from up in the press box. The Eagles have done a fine job of containing the New York defense fairly well tonight, but they find out if they're doing anything different, I suppose. They've got some extra backs in there. They're trying to protect against the long pass, which is quite common in this situation. The time is running out. But that's a pretty good man to have the ball right there.
Yes, it is.
Old Francis.
Our spotter tonight has been Bill Jackson. Our statistics by Arthur Friedman. The St. Louis Cardinals, 7-2-1. The New York Giants, 6-3, coming into this game. It'll be a big, big moment. As a matter of fact, the next 37 seconds are going to be mighty big for the St. Louis Cardinals. 1st down, Giants, 34. Tarkenton. They run him out of the pocket again. He's got to run with it. He heads for the sidelines. He's got it at the 40. There's the time. You never really think about time until you get down to this point of a ball game, but 35 seconds, it seems so small when you're behind by 3. But
like
remember, Pete Gogolak, he can hit it from outside.
Time is like that sweet bird of youth. If we don't watch it, it'll rapidly fly away from us. You know, the Eagles are actually only rushing 3 men. They've got 8 guys back into a potentially pass protection type defense, so they are expecting the Giants to throw, obviously, and I would imagine Fran will try to hit those holes if he can find some.
He's going for McNeil. Cook's got it. Out of bounds. Incomplete. No good.
All right, here we go from a slow motion position. You can see McNeil come off. He's getting some interference there at the line by Nate Ramsey, number 24. He's coming in behind him. He's got number 26, Al Nelson, back. He's going to the outside. The ball is thrown. Francis is leading him, and he is out of bounds.
The ball is on the 40-yard line. As we go back to live action, we have 27 seconds to play. It is 3rd down and 4 for the Giants. Here's the pitch to Fredrickson. Tucker's got a 1st down, and he is out of bounds right about midfield. Al Nelson came up, number 26, to belt him out. Bill Bradley, number 28, is now in the game in the secondary for Philadelphia, and that is all there is left in the ball game.
You know, Bill Bradley played down at the University of Texas, and his roommate up here is Hobbs, who played at Texas A&M, and the Aggies and the Longhorns always have a pretty good battle together. That's kind of a transition, having an Aggie and a Texas Longhorn rooming together.
It is 1st down, New York at midfield. 2nd down, or 1st down, rather. 17 seconds to go. Tarkenton. Pettigrew's after it. The pitch to Fredrickson. Looking for a screen. Penalty flags are down. Fredrickson's at the 40, and he is knocked out of bounds. Oh, he did not get out of bounds. They stopped the clock, however, at about 9 seconds to play. I tell you, the roar of the crowd, I think, tells you what the story is on this moment, what brought the penalty flag. The Giants, as we have it, have one timeout left. Now, that may or may not be correct, but it may be very academic, depending on this penalty. There you go. 15 big ones. Oh, you hate to see that, but when there is a scramble, it often happens that ineligible man slips downfield.
Yeah, it happens a lot, Keith, and there's really no way, I don't suppose, to protect against it. The offensive linemen are just trying to do the best they can. They don't really know whether there's a scramble on or not. This does put the Giants in a more difficult situation. The Eagles, as you can see, spread out there. They're certainly trying to protect against any type of a long gain that the Giants might try to pull off. Tarkenton, I'm sure, is aware of this. I doubt if he'll try to go deep. He may try to go across the middle. Let's see what he does.
He's going to run it. Adrian Young is after it. He pitches the ball back. It is fumbled.
Wow. What are you going to do?
It is recovered by Philadelphia. The ball game is over. The Eagles have upset the Giants.
And we've got some fisticuffs going on.
Well, it's been that kind of a night as the fans come flooding onto the field here at Franklin Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The final score, the Philadelphia Eagles 23, the New York Giants 20. We will be back in a minute.
Is making a gallon of a low-lead gasoline really as simple as this? Just leaving out most of the lead? No, because your engine might knock. So we're going to add to the natural high-octane ingredients. Now, 9 out of 10 drivers can use it without harmful engine knock. But a clean air gasoline should do more. So we add a double measure of detergent. That reduces exhaust emissions caused by dirty engines, and it does something else. It improves mileage. Now you have a low-lead gasoline, plus a high-octane gasoline, plus a cleaner engine gasoline, plus a better mileage gasoline. SO Big Plus, priced below most major premiums. The lowest lead, highest octane gasoline for the money. Big Plus. It's not only what we took out, it's what we put in.
Well, I think those statistics right there tell you the story. The St. Louis Cardinals, 7-2-1. The New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys are now tied for second in the Eastern Division of the National Football Conference. And second place is worth something because the second place team with the best record in the National Football Conference and the American Football Conference will get a playoff berth. So keep that in mind as the season wears on. The final score here tonight, the Philadelphia Eagles 23 and the New York Giants 20. The executive producer of ABC Sports is Boone Arley. NFL Monday Night Football is produced and directed by Chet Forte. Co-produced by Jim Feeney and Dennis Lewis. Co-directed by Lou Bopacelli. Our associate director, Lou Frederick. Our technical directors, Bill Morris and Jack Hughes. This Friday afternoon, be sure to watch ABC for exciting pro basketball action. The New York Knicks and the Milwaukee Bucks. This NBA special Friday at 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. Next week, NFL Monday Night Football goes to Atlanta, Georgia for the battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Atlanta Falcons. NFL Monday Night Football at 9 Eastern Time. Now this is Keith Jackson along with Don Meredith, Howard Cosell saying so long from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Travel arrangements and promotional considerations for tonight's game furnished by United, the airline that flies 24 of the 26 NFL teams.